Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and this English course is 75 English grammar topics for beginners. Yeah, really, 75 English grammar topics for beginners. Okay? So, do you want to speak English without mistakes? Do you want to know different aspects of grammar? Do you want to be sure that you speak English correctly? I hope so. I prepared this English grammar course especially for you. Enjoy it. Okay, so the first topic. Okay, simple sentences. Okay, so it's very important. It's very important to make up simple sentences. Okay, so you see, it's very important to make up simple sentences. Okay, so it's subject plus verb, subject plus verb. Please remember it, subject plus verb. Okay, so you see, I understand you. I is a subject and understand is a verb. Okay, so subject plus verb, or I, we, you, they plus verb. Okay, good. Look, I know it very well. I is a subject and know is a verb. I know it very well. I work here. I is a subject and work is a verb. I read English books. I is a subject and read is a verb. I speak English. I is a subject and speak is a verb. Okay, just remember, subject plus verb. Okay, so I, we, you, they plus verb. Okay, so I hope you want more examples. No problem. So more examples for you. Okay, so you see, we live in Canada. We is a subject and live is a verb. You work there. You is a subject and work is a verb. They understand you. They is a subject and understand is a verb. I study at school. I is a subject and study is a verb. I study at university. I is a subject and study is a verb. Okay, so we call this tense present simple. We call this tense present simple when we talk about the present. So when we talk about the present, okay, but not now. But not now. But not only now. Okay, so but not only now. Good. Very good. So you see, present simple. So we use it, you know, when we talk about the present, but not only now. I do it, we see it. You control it. They live there. Next. Okay, so yeah, if you have I, we, you, they, you add verb, or I, we, you, they plus verb. Yeah, so plus verb, or you can also say you add a verb. Good. If you have he, she, it, you add a verb and s. So, you see, he, she, it plus verb plus s. You say, I work. Yeah, right? We work. You work. They work. But he works. But he works. Why? You know, because if you have he, she, it, you add a verb and s. So he works there. Good. Next. So you can say, I live here. I live here. So we live here. You live here. They live here. Or, for example, she lives in New York. She lives in New York. So he, she, it. If you have he, she, it, you add s. She lives in New York. Next. It works very well. Why? Because of it. Because of it. Because of it. Because of it. Oh, sorry. Because of it. So we have it. Next. She understands you. Understands. Yeah? Don't forget. Don't forget. Please, don't forget this very important rule. Don't forget. Don't forget this very important. Don't forget this very important rule. Okay? So it's very important. Many students forget. Many students forget about it. Next. So she understands you. He helps us. He, she, it, s. So he helps us. Very good. Okay, next. So article L-O-N. L-O-N. So we say a computer, a car, a table, but an apple, an orange. Why? You see, so apple, a, orange, o, it's a vowel. It's a vowel sound. It's a vowel sound. A, o, yeah, it's a vowel sound. Okay? So you see. And we see a consonant sound. So it's a consonant. It's a consonant. It's a consonant sound. You say a computer, k, computer, a car, k, a table, t, a table, but, so an apple, so an orange, okay? So L-O-N. Good. Look, a cup, so it's a consonant, cup, a friend, a consonant, a monkey, m, a consonant. But, you see, an organization, or it's a vowel sound. So you use an, but an organization. Well, so a person, so it's a consonant, a person. Well, we often use this structure. We often use this structure. We often use this structure. I have, yes, and we often say I have a or an plus noun, So I have a friend. So we have a because F is a consonant sound. I have a friend. I have a friend. So if you say I have friends, it isn't correct. So you need to use an article a. I have a friend. I have a car. I have a car. K. So it's a consonant. I have a car. If you say I have car, it isn't correct. I have a house. Huh? So it's a consonant sound, so a house. I have a pen. I have a pen. Consonant, so a. I have a pen. I have a job. Consonant, I have a job. Good. Okay, so I have a computer. Consonant, but I have an apple. A. So it's a vowel sound. Vowel sound. So you say I have an apple. Well, I have a country house. I have a country house. Consonant. I have an idea. Idea. Vowel. So an. I have an idea. I have a brother. Consonant. A. I have a sister. Consonant. So we use a. Good. We often say I see. Okay, I see. We often say I see. You say I see plus a or an plus noun. So we often use it. We often say so. We often say I see. Yeah, I see plus a or an plus noun. I see a tiger. I see a tiger. I see a lion. I see an elephant. I see a supermarket. I see a house. And what do you see? What do you see? So you can say I see. Yeah, for example, I see a microphone. Microphone, okay? Microphone. I see a microphone. Next, maybe you see a lamp. Yeah? Lamp. Lamp. I see a lamp. I see a lamp. I see a microphone. Okay? So, you can say I see a wallet. I see a wallet. I see a wallet. So, good. Very good. Okay? So, let's write it. Or let's write it down. We usually say let's write it down. Okay? So, I have a micro. I have a micro. Or I have a microphone. Next, I have a lamp. Sorry. I have a lamp. I have a lamp. I have a wallet. I have a wallet. Very good. Very good. So let's write it down. I have a microphone. I have a lamp. I have a wallet. Good. Very good. Okay, let's talk about plural nouns. Okay, so if it's one, it's a singular. If it's one, it's a singular. It's a singular noun. Or if it's one noun, it's a singular noun. So hotel, so it's one hotel, so it's a singular noun. If it's more than one, so if it's more than one, we call it a plural. We call it a plural. We call it a plural noun. We call it a plural noun. More than one. More than one. Hotels. many hotels. Okay, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Okay, so if it's one, it's a singular noun. If it's more than one, we call it a plural noun. So many, maybe 2, 3 or 4. Okay, so hotel, hotels, and we add s. We usually add s. So you see noun and noun plus s. Noun and noun plus s. So hotel, one hotel but many hotels. Friend, one friend but many friends. Car, one car but many cars. House, one house but many houses. Computer, one computer but many computers. Very good. Well, but we have exceptions. Exceptions, yeah. So we say one person but many people. One person or a person but many people. Many people, or 2 people, 3 people, and so on. Okay, and so on. So man, yeah, we open our mouth, man, and man, just a little, man. Woman, women. So one man, many men. One woman, many women. One foot, many feet. One child, many children. Okay, please remember these words: person, people; man, woman, women; foot, feet; child, children. Okay? Well, what about numbers? What about numbers? Okay, so let's say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example, we say 1 apple but 2 apples. 2 apples. 1 child but 3, yeah, children, 3 children. Okay, so 1 book but 4 books. So 1 person, 5 people. 1 car, 6 cars. 1 house, 7 houses. Okay, $1, $8. Okay, good. So 1 man, 9 men. 1 woman, 10 women. Very good. So you see plural nouns with numbers. Okay, so 1 friend, but 3 friends. 1 car, but 5 cars. Okay? Good. Very good. 1 house, 2 houses. $1, $10. 1 lesson, 7 lessons. Okay, so you see this structure. I have, so you remember we say I have a and plus noun. I hope you remember it. I hope you remember it. Or we can use it with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah? But if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you don't need an article here. So you don't need an article here. You don't need an article here. We don't put articles. We don't put articles before numbers. We don't put articles before numbers. We don't put articles before numbers. I mean, oh, sorry, I'm really sorry. I mean 1, 2, 3, and so on, okay? So, very good. So, you don't need an article here. We don't put articles before numbers. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Look, I have a flat. We have an article. So, it's a noun, and we have an article a, because F is a consonant. But I have 3 flats. We add as because it's plural, not singular, and we don't have an article. We don't have an article here because we don't put articles before numbers, before 1, 2, 3, and so on. Well, I have a pen, but I have 5 pens. So no article here. I have an idea. So I is a vowel and we use an. And I have 2 interesting ideas. I have 2 interesting ideas. Good. So no article here. Well, and let's remember the structure. I see. You know, we say I see plus a or an plus noun. Okay, so for example, I see a house. So if you have numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you don't need an article. So you don't need an article here. You don't need an article here. Please remember it. Okay? So I see a man. Yeah, we open our mouth. Man. And I see 2 men. We open it, but little. I see 2 men. I see a man. I see 2 men. I see a supermarket, but I see 3 supermarkets. Yeah? No article, and you have s. Yeah? You see, we don't have s here because it's an exception. Yeah? You remember, 1 man, many men. 1 person, many people. one child, many children. I see a problem. I see two serious problems. Yeah, we have as, and we don't have an article here. So very good. Okay, so the next topic is this is. Right, this is. We often use it. We often use it when we see something and point at it. We often use it when we see something, and point at it. Okay? So, for example, you see a car, you point at it and you say, this is a car, this is a car. So this is a, or this is an, plus noun, okay? So you see, this is a, or this is an plus noun. So this is a car, this is a car, okay? So you see a pen, yeah, you see a pen, and you can say, okay, this is a pen, this is a pen, okay? So this is a pen, this is a pen, or this is a house, this is a tree, this is a taxi, this is a shop. Yeah, don't forget to use a. It's very important. Okay, so this is a tree, this is a taxi, this is a shop, this is a computer, this is a house, and so on. Okay, so noun. And we can use these are. So if it's more than one, if it's more than one, okay, so we use these are plus nouns. These are plus nouns. Yeah, we don't use an article here, so it's also very important. We don't use an article. We don't use an article. Okay, so these are, so we don't use an article. Look, these are cars, these are cars. So we say these are because it's many. Yeah, one car but many cars. So we have s in the end. These are cars. Okay, so you can say this is a house, this is a car, but these are cars. So we use a if it's one. If it's many, we don't use a. So these are houses, or if it's one, so how will you say it? This is a house, this is a house, or these are houses, these are houses. Okay, next, so these are lines. So yeah, it's plural, these are lines. If it's one, you see it, so this is a line, this is a line. Okay, so good. Next, these are cucumbers. So it's many. We see s. If it's one, so this is a cucumber, this is a cucumber, but these are cucumbers. Okay, so these are onions. If it's one, you say this is an onion. Okay, so look, this is a car, these are cars. This is a house, these are houses. This is a line, these are lines. This is a cucumber, these are cucumbers. This is an onion, these are onions. Okay, next. So personal pronouns. So it's I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Okay? So look, I live in New York. So I is a subject and live is a verb. So I live in New York. We work there. Okay? So we is a personal pronoun. So we is a subject and work is a verb. We work there. You speak English well. Thanks. They live in California. So yeah, I, we, you, they. So and you say subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Okay? If you have he, she, it, so you say subject plus verb plus s. Subject plus verb plus s. So he understands you. Yeah, we use s. He understands you. She learns Chinese. Learns. It happens. It happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. Yeah, it happens. So it's easy. Please remember it. So if you have I, we, you, they, so you have subject plus verb. If you have he, she, it, you have subject plus verb plus s. Okay, so next. So you see, let's talk about present simple. Well, really, so we know present simple, or present indefinite, so it's the same, it's another name, it's the same, it's another name, okay? It's another name for present simple, so you can meet present simple or present indefinite. It's the same, it's another name for present simple. Well, let's talk about a statement. Okay? How do we form it? How do we form it? How do we form it? So it's easy. It's really easy. So I, we, you, they plus verb he, she, it plus verb plus s. So it's easy. I, we, you, they plus verb he, she, it plus verb plus s. Look, I understand you. So I plus verb. Understand is a verb. I understand you. We live here. So we plus verb. Live is a verb. You study at university. So study is a verb. You study at university. Good. Next. They agree. So they plus verb. Agree is a verb. Well, so he, she, it. So if you have he, she, it, we add s. So verb plus s. Look, he works very hard. She reads she reads Spanish books. It looks beautiful. He, she, it, s. But you look so beautiful. You know that we, you, they plus verb. So look is a verb. You look so beautiful. Good. How to make a negative form. So I, we, you, they plus don't plus verb. For example, agree. Look, I don't agree. We don't agree. You don't agree. They don't agree. He, she, it doesn't. Look, he doesn't agree. She doesn't agree. It doesn't work. Okay, so more examples. You see, I don't understand. So we use don't with I, we, you, they. Don't plus verb. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't work here. I work there. So it's easy. Next, more examples. More examples. I don't live in Paris. I live in New York. So you see, it's a subject. Then we use don't. Yeah, we use don't with I, we, you, they plus verb. I don't live in Paris. I live in New York. So subject plus verb. I live in New York. I don't speak Chinese. I speak Spanish and English. So you see that we use don't with I, so I don't plus verb. I don't speak Chinese. I speak, so subject plus verb. I speak Spanish and English. I don't live here. I live there. So don't plus verb. I don't live here. I live there. I live there. So you see, I live. Subject plus verb. But you know that if you have he, you say doesn't plus verb. So he doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak English. He speaks. Yeah? He, she, it. You have he, she, it. You add s after the verb. So he speaks only Italian. He speaks only Italian. I speak English. I speak English. Well, how to ask a question? How to ask a question? So verbs in questions. So it's easy. You start with do or does. You start with do or does. If you have I, we, you, they, you use do. If you have he, she, or it, yeah, or it, you see, you use does. And then you use a verb, yeah. So look, for example, do I study hard? Do we study hard? Do they study hard? Does he study hard? Does she study hard? Does it work well? Yes, it works really well. So you see, it works. You have he, she, it, you add s, but not in questions and not in a negative form. Okay, so do you understand? So you use do because you have you. Do you understand? Do you speak English? Do you live here? Do you live here? Yeah, do you. We say do you plus verb. So do you understand? Do you plus verb. Do you speak English? Do you plus verb. Yeah? Do you live here? Well, very good. Let's talk about time markers for present simple. So if you have these time markers and you talk about the present, okay? So if you have them and you talk about the present and you talk about the present, you use present simple. You use present simple tense, or you use present simple, or you use present simple tense. Okay, so you see, it's always, yeah, I always do it. Look, it's in the middle. It's in the middle. We put it in the middle. We put it in the middle. I always do it. Not in the beginning, not in the end, only in the middle. So I always do it. Next, I often visit this place. So we put it in the middle too. I often visit this place. I usually agree with him. I usually agree with him. So, we see it in the middle again. Sometimes, I sometimes think so. If you look at sometimes, it can be in the middle. I sometimes think so. It can be in the beginning. Sometimes I think so, and it can be in the end. I think so sometimes, so it's okay. It's okay to use it in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. It's right. And never, we use it in the middle. I never believe her, I never believe her. Okay? Then we see different phrases with every day. For example, I get up very early every day. Next, every week, every month, every year. For example, we have it happens every week, it happens every month, it happens every year. Well, what about have and have got? Has and has got. Look, you can say I have a car, so I have a car, or I have got a car. I have got a car. So if you say I have a car, it's okay. And if you say I have got a car, it's okay too. It's okay. So we have a car, or we have got a car. You have a car, or you have got a car. They have a car, or they have got a car. If you have he, she, it, you use has or has got. Look, he has a car, or you can say he has got a car. He has got a car. She has a car, or she has got a car. It has a car, or it has got a car. For example, the company. Okay? So I have an idea, or you can say I have got an idea. I have got an idea. Or you can use a short form. So we say got. Look, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. So you have three variants. Look, I have an idea. I have got an idea. Or I've got an idea. Or I've got an idea. So three different variants. Okay? So three different variants. Look, she has a flat. You can say she has got a flat. Or she's got a flat. She's got a flat. Okay, how to make a negative form? So, you know that you say, so haven't got or hasn't got. So haven't got or hasn't got. Look, haven't got or hasn't got. So I have got a car. You can say I have got a car. I have got a car. So it's a statement. It's a statement. I have got a car. Not a cat. I have got a car. So, and if you want to make a negative form, it's I haven't got a car. I haven't got a car. Look, we have got a car. We haven't got a car. You have got a car. You haven't got a car. They have got a car. They haven't got a car. For example, he has a car. You want to say he has a car. Look, so he has a car, and the negative form will be he hasn't got. He hasn't got a car. She has a car. She hasn't got a car. it has a car, it hasn't got a car. So you see that you say haven't got or hasn't got, okay? But you can also say it with don't have or doesn't have. Look, if you say I haven't got a car, it's okay, yeah, it's right, it's correct. If you say I don't have a car, it's also okay, it's also right, it's also correct, yeah? So I don't have a car, so you can say I haven't got a car or I don't have a car, yeah? So look, next, we haven't got a car or we don't have a car. You haven't got a car or you don't have a car. They haven't got a car or they don't have a car. So he, she, it hasn't got or doesn't have. You can say he hasn't got a car, yeah, you see, or he doesn't have a car. She hasn't got a car or she doesn't have a car. It hasn't got a car or it doesn't have a car. Okay, so more examples. You see, I haven't got a car, I don't have a car, yeah. He hasn't got a job or he doesn't have a job. So if you want to make a negative form, so you can use haven't got or hasn't got, or don't have or doesn't have, it's okay. Maybe you want to ask a question, no problem. You can use it with have got or has got, or with do or does. Look, we say have I, we, you, they got. For example, have I got a car, have we got a car, have you got a car, have they got a car. And we say has he, she, or it got. Has he got a car, has she got a car, has it got a car. Okay? Or you can ask a question with do or does. Do I, we, you, they? Yeah? So, do I have a car? Do we have a car? Do you have a car? Do they have a car? Or does, yeah? Does he have a car? Does she have a car? Does it have a car? In other words, so you can ask, for example, have you got a car? Or do you have a car? Has he got a car or does he have a car? Look, you can ask, do you have a good friend? Or have you got a good friend? Okay, next. Let's talk about possessive pronouns. So I is a personal pronoun and my is a possessive pronoun. I have a problem. This is my problem. We have a problem. So we have a problem. This is our problem. You have a problem. This is your problem. They have a problem. This is their problem. He has a problem, yeah? He has a problem. This is his problem. She has a problem. This is her problem. It has a problem. So this is its problem. So this is my house. This is our flat. So we call it possessive pronouns. My, our, your, their, his, her, its. Okay? Let's talk about English phrases. Yeah. How to make up an English phrase. How to make up an English phrase. An English phrase. Okay? So, you know that we say or we use L or N before a noun. Yeah? So person is a noun, a is an article. A person, a boy, a lesson, a channel, a child. Please remember that we say L or N plus adjective plus adjective. For example, good, bad, big, small plus noun, plus noun, plus noun. Okay, so you see a good person. So then you have an adjective, is good, and then you have a noun. So a good person. Next, a clever boy. Yeah? So you have an adjective and a noun, and you also have a before clever, a clever boy. An interesting lesson. So you have an because this word has I in the beginning, or the sound I, interesting. So it's a vowel, and you know that it's a vowel sound, you use an. Okay? A good channel. A good channel. A small child. A small child. Okay, so you see, maybe you want to build English phrases, not singular but plural. Plural. Look, you know that if it's one, you say one person or a person, but many people. A boy, boys. A lesson, lessons. A channel, channels. A child, children. Yeah, and you know that we say a or an plus adjective plus noun if it's singular. Yeah, if it's singular. Okay, or if it's one. Yeah, or if it's one, or if it isn't one, if it's more than one, two, three, or more. So you don't use a or an. You start with an adjective. You start with an adjective plus nouns. You start with an adjective plus nouns. Yeah, it's for plural. For plural, more than one. Yeah, more than one. Okay, so more than one. Look, a good person, but good people. A clever boy, yeah, a clever boy, but clever boys. An interesting lesson, but interesting lessons. A good channel, but good channels. A small child, but small children. Okay? So I think that you want more practice, no problem. So possessive pronouns, more practice. Okay, so this is my room. Okay, so you can say, for example, this is a room, this is a room, or maybe you want to say that this is your room. Okay, no problem. So you say, this is my room, this is my computer, this is his room, this is his computer, this is his car, this is our office, this is our warehouse, this is our warehouse, or this is my pen. Yeah, this is my pencil, this is my pencil. Good. Okay, next, I think that it's a very good idea to talk about prepositions. Let's talk about this preposition on. Yeah, on. Okay, so it's on the table. Yeah, for example, my microphone. Yeah, my microphone is on the table. Yes, or I can say not my, so the microphone. Yes, the microphone is on the table. Okay, I'd like to write it down. So my microphone, or my micro, yeah, my microphone is on the table. My microphone is on the table. Okay, so my microphone, or the microphone. Okay, my microphone or the microphone is on the table. Yeah, so we see, I know that it's my microphone. So the microphone is on the table, and we use on with days of the week. So on Monday, yeah, it's day number 1, on Tuesday, day number 2, on Wednesday, day number 3, on Thursday, day number 4, on Friday, day number 5, on Saturday, day number 6, on Sunday, day number 7. Well, next, preposition in. Look, it's in my room, it's in my house, it's in my plans, and we also say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and with dates, yeah, with years, yeah, in, for example, in 1993. Well, preposition at. Please remember these phrases. At school, for example, it's at school. At work, it's at work. At home, it's at home. And at the airport, it's at the airport. Really, very important phrases. At school, at work, at home, and at the airport. We also use at with time, yeah, with time. Look, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I have lunch, yeah, at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Or maybe I have, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I usually have dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening. I usually have dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening. Good. What about prepositions for, from, and with? This is for you. This is for you. This is for us. Yeah, for us. He is from Russia. Where are you from? I am from Russia. I am from Belarus. I am from Ukraine. I am from Kazakhstan. I am from Latvia. Okay, so you see that where are you from? I am from Canada. I am from Mexico. I am from India. I am from Brazil. I am from the United States, and so on. Really, where are you from? Okay. Next, with. I am with him. I'm with her. I'm with them. I'm with you. They are with us. He is with me. And demonstrative pronouns. So, look, it's me, us, you, them, him, her, it. For example, give it to me, yeah? So me is a demonstrative pronoun, yeah? So we say I, my, me, yeah? Give it to us, we, our, us. Give it to him, yeah? So he, his, him. Give it to her, she, her, her. Give it to them, so they, their, them. Or give it to, yeah, so I'll give it to you, so you, your, you. So you see that I, we, you, they, he, she, it. You see, I'll bring it to you, I'll bring it to you. So it, it's, it, right? So I, we, you, they, he, she, it are personal pronouns. My, our, your, their, his, her, its are possessive pronouns. Yeah? So you see personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, and so possessive pronouns, and demonstrative pronouns, yeah? And demonstrative pronouns Me, us, you, them, him, her, it. Well, what about the verb to be? Yeah? When do we use it? So you know that if we have a verb, we say in present simple. So we say in present simple, you see, subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Look, I work, I play, I think. If you don't have a verb, you need to use the form of to be. Okay, so very important thing. If you don't have a verb in present simple, in present simple, you need to use to be, the form of to be. So it's am, is, or are. Am, is, or are. I am at home. I am at home. He, she, it is. He is at home. She is at home. It is at home. We, you, they are. We are at home. You are at home. They are at home. I am, look, I am here. I'm a teacher. He is a student. So we don't have a verb in these sentences and we use the form of to be. How to make a negative form? We add not, okay? So I'm not at home. He, she, it is not. So he's not at home. So you see, she's not at home. It is not at home. We, you, they are not. So we are not at home. You are not at home. They are not at home. Or you can use a short form. Yeah, we often use a short form. So in an English conversation. So short form. Okay, so you see, I'm not at home. He isn't at home. She isn't at home. It isn't at home. We aren't at home. You aren't at home. They aren't at home. Look, he isn't at home. He's at work. She isn't a teacher. She's a manager. Yeah? Isn't, because we have he. He isn't. Isn't, because we have she. She isn't. Well, how to ask a question? So it's easy. You put am, is, or are in the beginning. Then you use a subject. Am I a good pupil or am I a good student? Is he a good pupil or is he a good student? Is she a good pupil? Is it in the office? Are we good pupils? Are you good pupils? Are they good pupils? Are you in the office? Yeah? So you use are because you have you. Yeah? You are, and in questions. And we say are you in questions. Are you in the office? Are you a manager? Are you at home? Are you with her? Is he with you? Good. What question words do you know? Question words. So it's why, good, where. For example, why, and you answer, and usually answer because, yeah? So because where, and you often say in. For example, in the city. In the city. How, what, which, whose. We often hear what kind of, what sort of, how much, how many. Good. And let's talk about special questions with present simple. Really, how to ask a special question in this tense. Well, it's an example in present simple. I work hard. I work hard. Yeah, you know that we use subject plus verb. I is a subject and work is a verb. I work hard. If you want to form a negative form, so you use don't or doesn't. Use don't with I, we, you, they, don't, and use doesn't with he, she, it. So he, she, it doesn't. For example, I don't work hard. If you want to ask a question or if you want to ask a general question, so you use do or does, you put it in the beginning. Look, do I work hard? Yeah, and really, how to ask a special question. How to ask a special question. So, you put a question word. You put a question word in the beginning. Then you use do or does. Then you use do or does. Then you use a subject. And then you have a verb. And then you have a verb. So you see, please remember it. So question word like why, do, I is a subject and work is a verb. So why do I work hard? Where do you work? So where is a question word. Do, then you have you, it's a subject, and work, it's a verb. So where do you work? What do you read? What do you read? So what is a question word? Then you have do and you, it's a subject, and read is a verb. It's a verb. What do you read? Where does she live? Where does she live? Okay? So use do or does if you have a verb. If you don't have a verb, use the form of to be. If you don't have a verb, you use the form of to be. And please remember, so you use a question word, then you use am, is, or are. Okay? So look, why am I at home now? So why is a question word. Then use am because you have I. You say I am and am I in questions. Why am I at home now? Okay? Next, why is he at home now? Why is she at home now? Why is it at home now? So you say he is, she is, it is in a statement, and is he, is she, is it, so in questions. Next, why are we at home now? Why are you at home now? Why are they at home now? Okay, more examples. Where are you? Where is he? Where is she? Where is it? Yeah? So you have a question word, then you have the form of to be. Good. Well, let's talk about I want. I know that students often make mistakes when they use this verb want. Okay? So we say want something. We say want something. For example, I want a glass of juice. I want a cup of tea. I want a cup of coffee. Or we say want to do something. Want to do something. So, I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to buy it. I want to do it. I want to say it. I don't know why, But students often say, I won't drink, I won't eat, I won't buy it, I won't do it, I won't say it, but it isn't right. Please don't forget to use to, okay? So I want to drink, to, I want to eat, to, yeah? I want to buy it, to, yeah? So I want to do it, to, and I want to say it. It's very important to use to after want and before a verb. Okay, so you can also say I would like, or you can use a short form. It's I'd like. Look, I'd like a cup of tea. I'd like a cup of coffee. It sounds more polite. It sounds more polite. So you say I'd like something. So it's a good phrase. Or you can also say I'd like to do. I'd like to do something. Okay? So I'd like to learn English. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to live in America. Yeah? So use to after like and before a verb. Yeah? So you put to in the middle. Okay? After like and before a verb. It's a very important thing. Well, let's talk about future simple, the next tense. You know, it's very easy to say something in future simple. Really, it's very easy to form this tense. So how do we form it? Will plus verb, yeah? For I, we, you, they, he, she, it, yeah? So we use will and a verb, yeah? Look, I will work, we will work, you will work, they will work, he will work, she will work, it will work. Or you can use a short form. You know that we often use a short form in an English conversation. Look, I'll work. Really, you can say I will work or I'll work. We will work or will work. And you'll work, they'll work, he'll work, she'll work, it'll work. I'll do it, yeah? So we often hear not, I will do it, but I'll do it. It's normal, it's okay for spoken English. It's okay for speaking, right? I'll learn English. I'll help you. She'll come soon. She'll go there. She'll go there. Good. You know that when we talk about future simple, there are some time markers. So some words, and we often use these words with future simple. So it's tomorrow. Look, I'll do it tomorrow. And different phrases with next. Okay? So I'll go to Italy next week, or I'll go to Italy next month. I'll go to Italy next year. Then you can have a look at these words, soon and later. It's also about the future. So I'll see her soon, I'll do it later. So future simple, short and long form. Look, I will do it or I'll do it. So you meet this long form or full form mostly in writing, and it can sound formal. Okay? And if you use a short form, if you hear a short form, so it's often in speech, and it's informal. It's informal. Okay, so I will do it and I'll do it. I will learn English or I'll learn English. I will come to you soon or I'll come to you soon. So we will be happy or together, or we'll be happy. We'll be happy together. Good. Well, how to form a negative form in future simple. So it's easy. Use will plus verb in a statement, right? And will not plus verb and will not plus verb, in a negative sentence. I will not go there. Yes, we add not after will not. Look, we will not do it. I will not see her tomorrow. I will not see her tomorrow. So, or you can use a short form won't plus verb. Please remember it. Won't plus verb. Okay? Look, I won't go there. Right. You can say I will not go there or I won't go there. You can say we will not do it or we won't do it. I will not see her or I won't see her. I won't see her tomorrow. I won't see her tomorrow. Good. Well, maybe you want to ask a question. No problem. So you put will in the beginning, then you use a subject and a verb. A subject and a verb. Okay? So, will you do it? So you have will in the beginning, then you have a subject and a verb. Will you do it? Will she do it? Will you help me? Will she come? So we always use will with you, he, she, it, they, and so on. Will he marry her? Will he marry her? Where will she go? Where will she go? What will you do? What will you do? How will you solve this problem? How will you solve this problem? Okay? So if you want to use a question word, so you put it in the beginning before will, right? Where will she go? What will you do? How will you solve this problem? Well, what can we say about past simple? So you use past simple when you talk about the past. You use past simple when you talk about the past, okay? Talk about the past. And you know that there are regular verbs in English and irregular. So let's talk about regular verbs in English and how to say a sentence with them in past simple, okay? So if you need past simple, no problem, no problem. So what is it? It's a regular verb plus ed, plus ed. It's a regular verb plus ed. Look, I play, it's present simple. If you want to say it in past simple, you add ed. I played. I work, I worked. I walk, I walked. We listen to music. We listened to music. Good. He jumps high. He jumped high, yeah? We add ed. Well, you know, there are irregular verbs in English too, and you need to remember them. So you need to remember. You need to remember them, and you need to remember their forms. For example, see is an irregular verb, and its form saw. See, saw. I saw her yesterday. I saw her yesterday. Do, did. I did my homework. Make, made. She made a mistake. Go, went. We went to the cinema. Get, got. I got a message from her. Come, came. We came to the party. read, read. I read a very interesting book. Write, wrote. Write, wrote. Good. Or maybe he wrote a very interesting book. Well, how to say something in past simple but in a negative form? So it's easy. You say didn't plus verb. Didn't plus verb, okay? So, for example, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't go there. I didn't play with them. So you see a subject, I didn't plus verb, okay? I didn't do it. Didn't plus verb. Didn't go. So didn't play. Didn't plus verb. It's for I, we, you, they, he, she, so for everything. So we didn't see it. She didn't go to school. She didn't go to school. Good. Maybe you want to ask a question. No problem. Use did in the beginning. So did plus subject. So did plus subject plus verb. So did he go there? So you always use did. You know that if we look at present simple, we use do or does in questions if we have a verb. So if we look at past simple, we use did in questions and we put it in the beginning. So you see, did he go there? Did she work yesterday? Did she go to school? Did she agree with you? Okay, how to ask a special question? So it's the same, but you put a question word in the beginning before did. For example, what did, so a question word, then you have did, a subject and a verb. And you form a special question this way, okay? What did you do yesterday? So what is a question word? Then you have did, you is a subject, and do is a verb. What did you do yesterday? What did she do yesterday? So you always use did. Where did you go yesterday? So where is a question word. Then you have did, you is a subject, and go is a verb. Where did you go yesterday? I went to work. Or you can say I went to work or I went to school. I went to school. Good. You know that if we look at the verb to be, so it's was or were, it's was or were in past simple, yeah. And we say was for I, he, she, it, and were for we, you, they. Look, I was there, he was there, she was there, it was there, we were there, you were there, they were there. Okay, more examples. More examples. I was happy. She was sad. It was interesting. They were at home. So I was, we say I was. Yes, I, he, she, it was. She was. It was. We, you, they were. So they were. Good. Maybe you want to use it in a negative form or in a negative sentence. No problem. Okay? So was were in a negative sentence. So you say was not were not. It's a full form, but we usually say wasn't or weren't. So we say wasn't with I, he, she, it, and weren't with we, you, they. Look, I wasn't there. He wasn't there. She wasn't there. It wasn't there. We weren't there. You weren't there. They weren't there. Okay? Let's look at some examples. I hope that you like examples, you like lots of examples. I wasn't sad, I was happy. Yeah, wasn't sad, I was happy. Good. They weren't at home, weren't at home, they weren't, they were in the office. It wasn't interesting, it was boring. It was boring. Well, so was were in questions. So we put was or were in the beginning or at the beginning of the sentence. We use was with I, he, she, it. Look. Was I there? Was he there? Was she there? Was it there? And we use were with we, you, they. Were we there? Were you there? Were you there? Were they there? And we use, that we use were, with we, you, they, So more examples. Were you at school yesterday? So we use were because of you. So we say you were in a statement and were you in a question. Were you at school yesterday? Were you at work yesterday? Was she at the party? Was she at the party? Good. Were you happy? Were you happy? So we say she was, but was she in a question? You were, but were you in a question? Well, maybe you want to ask a special question. No problem. So you put a question word in the beginning, then use was or were. So why was she there? Why was she there? Why were you there? How was she? Where was it? Where were you yesterday? Okay, next. Let's talk about possessive, So things which belong to us. Things which belong to us. For example, this is my book. This is my book. You know that we don't use an article. We don't use an article before, we don't use an article before possessive pronouns. I mean, before my, your, her, we don't use an article. We don't use an article before it. So you don't see an article here. This is my book. This is my friend's book. This is my sister's book. This is my car. This is my father's car. This is my father's car. So if this book, it means, look, this is my book. It means this book belongs to me. This book belongs to me. Okay? So this is my friend's book. It means this book belongs to my friend. And we use s. Look, after a noun. So my friend's book, my sister's book, my father's book. Please look at how we write it, how we spell it, and you see that we add s, my friend's book. So this book belongs to my friend. My sister's book. This book belongs to my sister. My father's car. This car belongs to my father. Okay, let's talk about modal verbs. So I think it's a good idea. So you see, I can speak English. So we use can plus verb. We use it about our ability. It means that it's possible for us. It's possible for us to do it. Okay? So It's possible. It's possible for us to do it. It's possible for us to do it. So we can do it. I can speak English. So it means it's possible for me to speak English. I speak English. I can speak English. Next, we can do it very quickly. So if you want to form a negative form, you say can't plus verb. I can't do it. She can't, can't plus verb. She can't, I can't do it. She can't come to the party. And if you want to ask a question, no problem. You use can in the beginning, then use a subject and a verb. Can you help me? Can you do it now? Can you do it now? Well, next, must plus verb. Must plus verb. I must learn English. I must learn English. Or we often say I need to. I need to learn English. I must learn English, or I need to learn English. I must speak English fluently. Fluently, it means fast and naturally. Fluently means fast and naturally. Okay, so you must do it now. You must do your homework today. You mustn't go there. You mustn't do it. Okay, should. So we also use should plus verb. We use it when we give some advice, when we give some recommendations. Okay, so we give some advice, or we give some recommendations. Okay, it means, so I can say I should go to the gym. So it means that really it's a good idea for me to do it. Or you should lose weight. You should lose weight. It means it's a good idea for you to lose weight. It's a good idea. It's a good idea for you to lose weight. You should speak English more regularly. It means that it's a good idea for you to speak English more regularly. You shouldn't listen to her. It means that it's a good idea for you not to listen to her. Well, would, it's also a modal verb, and we say would plus verb. Okay, so we often use it in this structure. I would like. We talked about it, that we say I would like, or we usually say I'd like. I'd like something. I'd like something. Or I'd like something, or I'd like to do something. I'd like to do something. Good. So I would like a glass of juice. I would like a glass of juice. Or you can say I'd like to drink. I'd like to drink a glass of juice. Okay, good. Or I'd like to drink a cup of tea. I'd like a cup of coffee. I would agree with her. It's about possibility. It means that it's okay for me. It's okay for me. It's okay for me. It's okay for me. I can do it. I can do it. It's okay for me. I can do it. But there are some things. But. So I would take this offer, but. So I can do it, but. Okay. I can take this offer, but. And you continue. So I would learn English here. Well, very good. And could. So could is a modal verb. You know that we use could in the past, we use can in the present. So I can run fast, it's about the present, and I could run fast. So I can run fast, it's about the present, and I could run fast, it's about the past. Yeah? I could run fast when I was young. And you know that could has another meaning, or could has the second meaning. So we often use it in questions. Could you help me please? Or you can say, can you help me please? But could you help me please is more polite. Okay? Could you do it for me please? Next, I could learn Chinese in a month. It means that it's possible for me to learn Chinese in a month. Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. It isn't possible. But maybe you can do it. Yeah. Well, we often hear may or might. It means maybe. So maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll work there. If you want to use may or might, you use a verb after it. So may plus verb or might plus verb, it means maybe. Look, you can say I may go there, or I might go there, or maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll go there. You can say she may win, she might win, or maybe she'll win. Okay? Next. He may agree, he might agree, or maybe he'll agree. Well, what about nouns? It can be, or they can be, countable and uncountable. So countable nouns, for example, book, books. We can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 book, 2 books, 3 books. Dollars, $1, $2, $3. So we can count it. Pounds, yes, 3 pounds, 10 pounds, 4 pounds. And there are uncountable nouns. We can't count it. We can't count it. Okay? So you see, we can't count it. It's like water, fire, love, hope, sugar, money, yeah? And money is uncountable in English too. Okay? So we often use much and many. So we use many with countables, with countable nouns. Countable. We use many with countable. Look, so we can count them: many books, many dollars, many rubles, many pounds. And we use much. With uncountable, nouns. So you see, much water, much fire, much love, much hope, much sugar, much money. Okay? We often use much and many in a negative form. Look, he doesn't have much money. He doesn't have much money, or he doesn't have many English books. You know that you can say he hasn't got, or he doesn't have. So he doesn't have much money, or he hasn't got much money. He doesn't have many English books, or he hasn't got many English books. Well, let's talk about articles. So the article the. Look, I have a car. The car is expensive. We use the. So we mention it for the second time. We mention it for the second time. And it means this. Okay? So this car is expensive. So if it means this, or we mention it for the second time, we use the. I have a car. The car is expensive. I have a house. The house is very small. I have a house. The house is very small. Yeah? So we mentioned it for the second time and we use that. I have a flat. The flat is in a small town. So we use than because it means this and we mention it for the second time. Good. Well, we use how much and how many in questions. So you know that if we want to know the price, we can ask if we want to know the price, we can ask how much is it? How much does it cost? Yeah, how much is it? So we can use the form to be because we don't have a verb here. If we have a verb, cost, we use does, yeah? Does it cost? How much does it cost? So you can ask how much is it or how much does it cost? Well, very good. And we use how much and how many with nouns. So you know that how much, we use how much with uncountable. Look, how much money do you have? How much energy do you have? And we use how many with countable. How many books do you have? How many friends do you have? Or you can also use have you got. Look, how much money have you got? How much money do you have? How much energy do you have? Or how much energy have you got? How many? How many books do you have? Or how many books have you got? How many friends do you have? How many friends have you got? Good. Well, you need to know this structure too. There is, there are. So look, there is, if it's one, we use there is a or an if it's one. Okay? So there is a table in my room. It means I have a table in my room. There is a computer in my room. It means I have a computer in my room. Good. So if it's more than one, you use there are. If it's more than one, okay? So there are 5 computers in the office. It means we have 5 computers in the office. There are 2 mistakes in this composition. It means that we can see 2 mistakes in this composition. Well, numbers from 11 to 100, okay? So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and you see 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 or 100. And if you want to say this, for example, you say 21, then for example 23, 59. I'm 29 and you? No, I am not 29. I'm 30. So we say I'm 30 or I'm 18, I'm 12, I'm 40, I'm 50. And we can say so years old, okay? So you can say, for example, I'm 25 or I'm 25 years old, I'm 50 or I'm 50 years old. So with years old or without years old. So it's okay to say I'm 30 and it's okay to say I'm 30 years old. And you? Well, ordinal numbers, yeah? So we say 1, but the first. I took the first place, okay? So 2, but the second, yeah? You always say that. I took the second place. Or 3, but the third. I took the third place, yeah? So you need to remember the first, the second, the third. And then you add th, okay? So 4, fourth. 5, fifth. You add th. 6, sixth. 7, seventh. 8, eighth. 9, ninth. Yeah, 10, 10th. You please remember the first, the second, and the third. Yeah, good. Well, let's talk about adjectives in a sentence. Yeah? So, you know that we use an article, an adjective, and a noun. Yeah? A big mistake. Let's look at some examples. How we use it in different sentences. It's a big mistake. It's a small mistake. It's an interesting lesson. Or you can say, this mistake is big. This mistake is big. This mistake is small. So you don't have a verb in these sentences and you use the form of to be. This mistake means it, we say it is, so we say this mistake is big. This mistake is small. This lesson is very interesting. So this lesson means it is, so we say this lesson is very interesting. Okay, comparative form. Okay, long, longer. So we use er. Short, shorter. Yeah, big, bigger. This way is shorter, This way is shorter. We usually add er if it's a short, adjective. If it's a short adjective. If it's a long adjective. We usually use more before an adjective. So beautiful, more beautiful. Interesting, more interesting. This place is more beautiful. This lesson is more interesting, is more interesting than that lesson or than that one. So we can say than that lesson, but we don't want to repeat this word lesson, and you can say one, it means that lesson, okay? So this lesson is more interesting than that lesson, or this lesson is more interesting than that one. Well, but there are exceptions. Good, better, bad, worse. This answer is better. This method is worse. Well, superlative. So the plus adjective plus est. Long, the longest, yeah? So we always use the in the superlative form, and est, well, if we usually use it if it's a short adjective. Short, the shortest, yeah, then we have an adjective plus est. Is the longest river in the world. It's the shortest way. It's the shortest way, yeah. And we use the most plus adjective. We usually use it if it's a long adjective. So beautiful, but the most beautiful. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Good, really good. Well, we have exceptions. Good, the best. You're the best teacher in the world. Bad, the worst. It's the worst scenario. It's the worst idea. Right, so we say good, better, the best. bad, worse, the worst. Tag questions, yeah? It means isn't it? Isn't it? We often ask it, isn't it? So, yeah, we see it's a good idea. Isn't it? It means really? Really? Means really? It's a good idea, really? Right? It's a good idea, really? Right? So it's near this place, isn't it? Really? Right? It's a good way of learning English, isn't it? Really? Right? Okay, imperative. So you start a sentence with a verb. Do it. Do it. It means like you must do it. Do it. Open the door. Open the window. Close the door. Close the window. Don't do it. Don't say it. Okay? Some and any. You know that we use some in a statement. In a statement, okay? So you see, I have some ideas. I have some friends. I have some money. And we use any. In negative sentences, I don't have any ideas. And we use any in questions. Do you have any ideas? Do you have any ideas? Yeah, and we also use some when we offer something, yeah? When we offer something in questions. When we offer something in questions. Would you like some juice? Would you like some meat? So it's okay to use some juice and some meat here. Well, next, adverbs. So I think that it's very important to know these adverbs, okay? So always, often, usually, sometimes, seldom, never. For example, I always try to help other people. I always try to help other people. Often. She often makes mistakes. She often makes mistakes. Usually. I usually get up late. I usually get up late. Sometimes. I sometimes think about it. So, seldom. She seldom goes to the gym. She seldom goes to the gym, or she rarely. You can say she seldom or she rarely goes to the gym. It means not often, okay? And never. So never. She never calls him. Well, you know that we mostly use, always, often, usually, usually, seldom, rarely, and never in the middle. And we know that we can use sometimes in the middle. I sometimes think about it. We can use sometimes in the beginning. Sometimes I think about it, and we can use sometimes in the end. I think about it sometimes. Well, you know that I'd like to talk about the formation of adjectives. Not of adjectives, of adverbs. So, you know that we often form it with li. We often form it with li. So you see, easy, easily. So li is a suffix of many adverbs. Li is a suffix of many adverbs. Easy, easily. For example, English is easy. English is easy. You can learn it easily. You can learn it easily. You can learn it easily. So easy is an adjective here. English is easy. And easily is an adverb. You can learn it easily. Quick. Quick. You're so quick. You're so quick. So quick is an adjective and quickly is an adverb. So he moved it very quickly. He moved it very quickly. So it has the suffix "ly" and it's an adverb. It's an adverb, okay? Quick, quickly, easy, easily. I can do it very quickly. I can do it very quickly. Well, next, let's talk about prefixes and suffixes. So we mostly use, or we mostly meet these prefixes on, kind, unkind. So kind is positive. Yeah, it's positive. It's positive, good. And unkind, it means it's negative. It means negative, bad. So these prefixes on, dis, in, im, so they give the opposite meaning. So give the opposite meaning. Opposite meaning. Give the opposite meaning. Yeah. So dis, appear, disappear. In, accurate, inaccurate. Im, possible, impossible. So I think it's possible to learn English. You can do it very easily. Don't think it's impossible. So don't think it's impossible. Don't think it's impossible. Don't think it's impossible. Or you can also say don't think it isn't possible. Don't think it isn't possible. Don't think it isn't possible. So don't think it's impossible or don't think it is impossible. Well, suffixes. Full. So you're so beautiful. Full means full of. Full of. So you're so beautiful. In other words, it means full of beauty. Full of beauty. Full of beauty. Next, ER and OR. I am a teacher. She is a doctor. Ness. I study management at university. I hate my laziness. Really, many people tell me that I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy, and I understand it, yeah, really. Phrasal verbs. Yeah, phrasal verbs, you need to remember them. You know that we have a great video, 250 phrasal verbs. We have other videos on phrasal verbs. You need to remember them. You need to remember them. So it's very important, that native speakers often use them. So native speakers often use them. Native speakers often use them. So go on means continue. Go on means continue. So go on doing it or continue doing it. Let down, it means do bad, do something bad, do something bad, which you don't expect. Which you don't expect. Okay? Look, I won't let you down. It means that I won't do bad things, yeah, to you. Yeah, I won't let you down. For example, you have a secret and you want to tell me the secret, and you say, okay, I'll tell you my secret, but don't tell other people about it. Don't tell other people about it. And I can say, no problem, I won't let you down. It means that it's okay. I won't do bad things. I won't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it to other people. So I won't let you down. So you can, in other words, you can count on me. It's another phrasal verb, or you can rely on me. So we say you can count on me or you can rely on me. Okay, so very good, very nice phrasal verbs, and have a look at our playlist. I really hope it's very useful.